Mic's on. Okay. Welcome everybody to the live stream. Just getting everything set up here. Get the audio levels right. Okay, so welcome to the live stream. Today we're going to be talking about AWIPS CAVE. So AWIPS CAVE is a program that essentially is, you know, used in the National Weather Service and NOAA to essentially track storms. It's, you know, our viewing software for satellites and the radars. I guess that's a good way to explain it. And also along with me today, I have a special guest. I have Acorn. Say hi.
Hello.
Yeah, we got Acorn. Acorn knows a lot about Cave, and so brought her in today to talk about that. So, pretty awesome. So we're just getting everything booted here. Gonna make sure there's audio coming through on the live.
I don't hear myself.
Oh no. You should. Here, I'm gonna check everything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. So everything's working. So yeah, so essentially I will show Cave here.
My internet is...
Alright. So this is Cave right here. So Cave essentially it has, you know, maps and that we use, and we can overlay stuff to those maps. So right here we can load in world. Right here we'll load in this. So this is kind of a flatter you know, area of the world, and I'll also make sure that you'll be able to see my video, Acorn, live, if it'll work. Not sure if it will, but essentially screen one live. All right, so essentially we have these 5 screens that we're able to overlay whatever weather data we want. So to make sure we're not buffering or loading too much in on my computer at one time, we're actually going to load in my local weather area, which for my area is PQR, which is the Portland Weather Office, and that is right here. So when I click that, you're going to just see these counties right here show up, and essentially what this is just areas covered in PQR, which is this area right here. So I'm in one of those counties, and we can actually select up here. Right here, these are our 2 main radar selections, and so these are all the things that we can overlay over the map and essentially model. So right here we have radar, so this is NextRad, and so this is the main one we use, which is digital hybrid reflectivity. So this is usually what you'll see when you're looking at, you know, a weather app at their radar, essentially. I think that's a good way to explain it.
Whatever decides to load.
Hey, whatever decides to load, exactly. Hopefully. So yeah, it says product loader down here, and it's working. So yeah, there we go. So it's loaded in a bit of the radar, and we'll actually select right on here. We'll hit NextRad stations, or NextRad display, and you're gonna see these dots show up here. So we're gonna say KRTX, KPTD, and KLGX. So KRTX is in the PQR area, which is this outline right here, and KRTX is our radar for out here. So we actually have a drop-down menu, and this is all the products that we can get out of the KRTX radar. And so we can pull all these different, you know, all those different overlays. So we can actually click on KRTX, and it will do a side-by-side overlay. So these are the 2 bands. Yeah, it doesn't. It says data not available. We've been having some problems with the data servers today. It's been kind of weird. So it will probably start working when we start doing some worldwide stuff. But essentially, it would show, you know, 2 different bands of data. So, and we can actually click and run things in and out on the side here and put things in, do that. I'm gonna change this.
Yeah.
So, essentially, one I like to do is I like to take and I like to run what's called satellite right here. And oh look, we have actual data. So I'm gonna load in what do you think we should do, Acorn? Should we do east or west side? There's gonna be more activity out in the there's gonna be more activity out in the east side, isn't there, right now?
Yeah, I think because of the storm.
Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do the east side, which is GOES 16. GOES 16 is a satellite in a stationary orbit on facing Earth, and essentially what that means is that it's in an orbit that is the same speed as the Earth's rotation. So it's going to always be pointing at the same spot of Earth as we rotate. So essentially it always correlates to be the same, never changes. So we have GOES 16 and GOES 17, which are the east and west like not the hemispheres, but just the east and west. Yeah, I guess that would be hemispheres, except hemispheres is usually north and south, but it's the two what do we call it, the discs. So we have the east side and the west side of the Earth, so it covers both sides. So we'll actually
full disc, which is full.
Yeah, there's full disc, which looks really weird. Which one is that? Yeah, wait, not the full discs. Is this the world CED? Is this? I think this is the one.
Yeah, that's the full.
Oh yeah, this is the. Where's that one though that has like it's all like, oh yeah, it's this one where it's all like weirdly stretched out. Anyway, the entire Earth. Oh, program's buffering. Yeah, that's one thing about this program though. It does. Oh yeah, it's trying to load up the entire US's radar. So actually, if we pulled this into.
This program is not for the weak computers.
It's not. Don't try. I will say, if you do have a semi-powerful computer and you're wanting to look more into weather tracking and stuff, the link for this software is down in the description along with the documentation if you're interested. And if you're interested more in this software, I will have more videos in the future talking about that. So we're gonna load in this right here. Let me make sure the video is all working good. Okay. And this shows, you know, the US, their satellites. I mean, not the satellites. I'll pull the satellites soon. But this is the radar, so you can see all the radar stations. This is KRTX that we were talking about earlier, and I can actually load in the frames. So we'll load. Let's do. We'll do 20 frames right now. And what the frames are is when you see like previous time, we use previous time in coming up to the current minute. So, you know, we'll look back, you know, the 20 frames is probably the past, you know, 30 minutes or so, and we look at that and loop it to be able to see how the weather's
like it's like every 5 minutes.
It is? I thought it was more like every 1 minute. Here, let's see. So you can see the weather, the actual, you know, what do you call that?
It is every 5 minutes. Look under Nextrad display editable.
Right.
It's every 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is every 5 minutes. So each of these frames is 5 minutes of time passing. So yeah, so you can see all that moving there, and so we can actually speed this up a bit too if we want to. And it looks pretty cool
I'm
when we
actually in
do that.
Northwest Arkansas getting hit by that rain right now.
Yeah, I see that stuff in Texas.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, this is also really helpful with the satellites to be able to track the hurricanes, excuse me. So, we're actually now I'll clear the map and we'll forget about the stuff off to the side here, these 5, just look at the main map here, and we will run east full disk along with clearing. Need to clear this.
NTP hydro.
What?
Oh.
I'm trying to clear the radar, next rad.
Next rad looks
There we
like
go.
always on there. You've got to. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
there. That's how
okay.
you toggle. You have to go through here
Oh, yeah, I
to
forgot
do that.
about
Yep. Okay, so now we're gonna pull satellite. Goes 16 IR sectors. That's channel 13. Okay. And this will buffer a bit, but it should load in. So you'll see the views actually to the side here have changed now that we've changed to Go 16. So it's just pulling different cuts. You can see, like down here, there's the Caribbean. Wait, no, that's gonna be. Gosh, I'm really bad with geography right now. That's gonna be what is the islands? How do I not
I'm really
remember?
bad with geography.
Oh man, can't believe we're doing
No,
this
Cuba
live.
was the big one.
What?
No, forget it.
Okay.
They're little islands.
The little
are
islands.
That particular.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, the Bahamas.
There you go.
Yeah. Screwed that up major. Okay. I'm also gonna check the chat here to make sure I'm not missing anything. Every 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. State College, yep. So, yeah, so, oh, let me make sure, does that, okay, good, that doesn't do that. So, yeah, so you can see we're pulling just this section. So this is just what this cut essentially is, loads in from this satellite. In the current view we're in. We could actually go up here and pull one of the full discs. So there's an east side and a west side full disc, and this is the east side. So you can see all that here. And I've actually posted a few photos of this online. And what's really fun is when you loop it. What?
You should show them the blazing terminal.
The blazing terminal. Oh yeah, there's this. Oh what? Oh, we're not loading.
Oh, it's not actually going.
Here, we'll load in this because I'm not looping right now. We'll load in 30 frames and we'll do it like this. Put a forward speed of 8, and then we have the blazing terminal. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it usually goes way faster than that though.
It usually only does that whenever it's loading, like.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, there it goes.
There we go. So it's loading in the weather data. So that's the raw data being pulled from the servers that are storing the weather data, and essentially.
If you wanted to know what weather data looks like.
Yeah, the raw data.
Yeah, looks something like that.
Yeah, because you know this is totally human readable. So.
Technically, it is. But,
we're not
just gotta
going
be
there.
really fast.
Yeah, you can see the weather spots there on the Bahamas and by Florida. So, if it will load, then we can do this. Oh yeah, it's gonna do the nice glitchy thing.
Yeah, it has to pull. It's pulling the weather data.
Yeah, it's
for each
pulling.
tile and creating it. If you go to the terminal, it's going insane right now.
Oh yeah, it's going. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll wait for that to load it. There we go. It was doing it for a sec.
There you go.
Yeah, well, hopefully. Oh, we're buffering. This program does take quite a bit of processing to run. You can actually see down here my processors are running. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, little.
50.
Yeah, it's the graphics too that take up quite a bit.
Yeah. This program is recommended to use with like 16 cores and like 32 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
And like many
There
NVIDIA Quadros.
Yeah. See that's I just think that's so cool to see that.
Yeah.
Once we have all the tiles loaded.
Yeah. In half an hour.
In half an hour, yeah. Yeah. It will get to a point where it's doing a continuous just loop, and we're only looping 30 frames, and we can go up to 500 frames, which I have loaded in before, and it is very interesting to see. So 17, 18.
For me, the time that it takes to load it is very interesting because I just gotta make sure that I don't click the web page, otherwise it's gonna tell me that it's like not responding and close it.
Yeah, so this right here, we're seeing 5 hours. So from this point all the way up to that point is 5 hours time. And this is and the current
the storms in Texas just blowing up.
Yeah, the current frame, the last frame at right here, and we can actually turn off the loop, skip to that frame. So this frame right here was taken 17 minutes ago. And this is the last time we pulled, I pulled from the server. So it's, I just launched the program as soon as we started the live stream, which was, at that time. So you can see right here, this is what it looked like right on the hour. So pretty interesting. Okay, we'll also clear this. We'll open up, we'll run new map, new window. Close this one. Always loves it when I do that. So yeah, so this is also used by the National Weather Service. I mentioned that. And they... Oh, okay. Well, we just loaded in a county in Indiana.
That's Indiana slash... That's like...
There's Lafayette, I know that. Yeah, we'll just pick a random one.
Oh, yeah, that's IND. I see lot in TWX.
Here, we'll load, we'll load one by me.
You should load in Tulsa, TSO. Oh.
TSO?
Yeah, no, TSA.
TSA?
We've got some storm,
TSA?
going on. You should be able to pull some data.
Oh wait, TSA. We'll pull that. And so what I wanted to demonstrate on here was a function called WarnGen. So this is what the National Weather Service uses. Now I'm connected to a public server right now, a public what we call EDEX server. So we're not actually going to send out any warning that it's going to go anywhere.
Yeah, you won't be able to see the storm unless you turn on radar.
Yeah. So we'll run radar. Radar. Whoa.
The radar. Whoa.
Here we go. Digital hybrid reflectivity.
It should be what's
I'm not loading stations. I'm just running an XRAD digital hybrid reflectivity. There we go. So,
warn that little storm in Sequoia.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just do a quick demo of WarnGen. So drag me to the storm. So we'll drag it right here. Okay. We're gonna say that this area right here is the storm. Okay. And we're gonna we'll look at the loop right here. So we'll run a 12 frame loop. Okay, we can see it's obviously going up that way. Okay, so then we'll load we'll turn this marker. Man, the polygons aren't wanting to work today, are they?
No. I think you have to grab the little moving dots.
I have to grab the polygons. Yeah, so say we want to take this area right here in the corner that's, you know, flaring up quite a bit with storms, and we want to drag it out, you know, and we'll say, okay, this area right here, they are, there's a possibility there could be a thunderstorm here. Okay? Now, you know, I haven't looked at all the data sources. I don't know if there's actually a thunderstorm. Okay? So we're just, you know, we're using this as a demonstration purpose. Okay? And also right here, this dot is, you know, how fast we're moving over time. So and then we can choose all of our warning stuff here. So we're when it does the text-to-speech message over NOAA weather radio, we need all these things. So it, you know, indicated by Doppler weather radar. Okay. The threat, you know, we're gonna say, you know, by how fast this is moving. You know, how fast is this?
Half inch hail, so there's probably inch hail on
Yep, probably have, you know, half-inch hail. So we'll do. Could be the best we can do is 3/4. So penny-size hail.
Yeah.
And so, we'll take that, and then we'll also select, you know, we'll do select for path cast, so that what that's going to do is it's going to select for, you know, the path it's currently selected via the radar screen.
It'll warn the cities.
Warn the cities and the polygons. So, and then, you know, we're going to say large destructive hail. Okay, that's what the warning's for. So we're giving essentially a hail warning. And severe thunderstorms could produce tornadoes. We'll select that. Then we can do special calls to action. So thunderstorm lines can produce tornadoes. No tornado watch. So that's what we would select. So we're not issuing a tornado watch. We're just issuing a thunderstorm.
Tornado probable storm now.
Yeah,
like
and then we'll do
whatever.
This is going to be.
Oh, you've already got it selected as severe thunderstorm. If you select something else,
yeah.
It's gonna clear.
Oh yeah, we're gonna. Okay. So we won't. We've already cleared it, but it's fine. Yeah. So essentially, what we can then do is we could hit create text, and it would, you know, get ready to send the alert.
Yeah.
So
it wouldn't even let you because it's not in your local area.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually true. We would have to be in my area, which is PQR. So Cave is selected for PQR, and actually. Since I opened up a new window, it's not.
Oh.
It's not. Oh, wait. But I have KRTX, so... Weird.
It may just not be saying it.
Yeah. We'll select PQR anyway and see what happens. WarnGen. So...
There's a little bit of...
We have to reset, and then we have to WarnGen again.
Just put it...
yeah, okay, so it will let me create text.
Yeah. Oh, huh.
So, yeah, it will let me create text, but it won't go anywhere because we're not connected to the proper servers. So...
Which we do plan to make one in the future.
Yeah, we want to set up a server just for us to personally use and test it out with. Though that will be in a quite in the future. So
servers are expensive.
They are. Man, tell me about it. I'm actually gonna go grab some more water real quick. It'll probably take me about 10 seconds. So I will be right back. 1 sec. Okay, about that. So, you still there?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Still working. So yeah, so it's pretty difficult to learn, I would say. I think, would you agree with that?
Yeah.
It's difficult in the beginning, but once you figure it out, it becomes really, it becomes much easier. And there's, you know, a lot of cool things you can do with this software, if you're into weather at all. One thing I've been using it a lot for Acorn recently is actually when I receive alerts from other counties in, you know, across the United States. I like to, you know, see the alert areas and the, you know, what the alert was for, and I can use that on this map.
I used to be able to pull text products, so
Oh.
whenever I used to have this on my computer, like whenever I ran WACN, my radio station, I would, whenever I'd hear an alert go over, I'd go and pull a text product, or even make one, and like post it, hey, this is probably what's going on, or this is what I just heard.
Oh, the program's being buffery again because I opened up a new window. Okay, I'll just have to reboot the program. But essentially, what we can do is we can actually, if I do this, I'll reboot Cave. So essentially, what we can do is we could make it so that we could have all of our counties set up in a map, and then show what areas are being alerted via the polygon, which polygon meaning the outline of the county, and we can see what counties have alerts in the United States currently. So I was actually going to mention that more. I have right here loaded up on NWS watch, warning, and advisory display. I have all these links down in the description of the live stream. So what we can see is all these areas that are lit up. That we can do this in Cave too, AWIPS Cave, the program. But this is on a website, this link, and you can just figure out essentially what's going on in these areas. So we'll select southeastern Kansas, and we'll be able to see that all of these dark green areas are flash flood watches, and then there's a little bit of a light green down here, and that is the flood warning. Yeah.
Your cave is ready.
What?
Cave is
Oh
ready.
yeah, I see the bar. It's the weird bar that we never use.
I know why that's for if you're running an actual NWS, like you'd be able to play back the audio that's going over from there.
Oh, is that what it's for?
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering.
That's what it's for. Yeah, that's why it's got like marine and.
Oh, is this for running the forecasting?
That yeah.
Okay,
But, like,
so yeah, so that
because
bar, what he's essentially, what Acorn's talking about is, this is used to essentially interface this software with the NOAA weather radio transmitter stuff. So it essentially allows you to help. It allows this software to build onto the forecast that NOAA weather radio gives out. So when they're like the national weather, you know, the hourly forecast for. And then they go through each county. It's all that. And so there's the marine forecast, your scan, which is your.
Use it because EDEX.
Yeah. So EDEX is our main problem right now. So EDEX server. Oh wait, am I even showing? Yeah, I'm showing it. Okay. EDEX is the. Correct me if I'm wrong, Acorn, but it's the server where we post the alerts to.
Yes and no. It is basically the interface for where all the data comes and goes to. Basically, your EDEX server would be what is running the NWS transmitters / like other things. That's where all the data comes in. It's basically your data point. It's your data server.
Yeah.
So that's where all the info comes back and forth from.
Can't we
the
also,
one that
like, if
we're
we had an EDEX server, couldn't we, like, store all the weather data on there and then pull it faster because it's stored, you know, closer locally?
Yeah, no, yes, maybe.
I was hoping you would say yes.
If I had an EDEX server.
We don't know until. So.
I mean, you could cache the data, but it depends on your internet speed.
Yeah. And you know, if we had it at, like, a server farm, it would probably work better. You know, supposedly.
Yeah, if I'm making an EDEX server, I'm probably gonna have the actual EDEX server and then like a caching server. So like the last 2 hours of data will be cached, so we can pull it faster.
Yeah. All right. So
definitely not gonna be hosted on my server on my network though. You know how bad it is.
Yeah. We're gonna pull all weather statements for the entire U.S.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm only pulling 12 frames. I'll just pull one frame. I'm only pulling one frame. No way am I pulling more. So you can see as it loads in slowly but surely, what all of this is. Oh, by the way, is my camera actually? Hold on.
Yeah, it's working.
No. My camera, my webcam blocks part of the stuff. So we'll move my webcam actually over here for right now, just to. Yeah, right up here. That'll work. It blocks some of the main tabs over here. So, yeah, like our map. You know.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, there we go. So this looks like a cluster of just whatever. But it's
you can really see it if you zoom in though.
Yeah, you really can. We'll do that. I'm zooming slowly. Yeah, so what all these are is they're the flood you know, they're not even just that. They're all of the weather watches, warnings, and advisories. You just saw a new one pop in there. Did you see that?
Yeah,
I saw. Yeah, there was that aerial flood warning. It just came in. So, like, this is. I'm not even looping right now. That was the most current data pull it just made. So it's really quite interesting to just see, you know, how many different, you know, advisories and warnings there really is. So,
you can
yeah.
also see like where a storm is trekking across. Like you can see.
Yeah.
Yesterday there was really bad storms in Illinois, and you can see all the flooding that's going on.
Yeah, and also running something like this totally might crash the program, but I'm gonna run the digital high-band reflectivity radar over the alerts.
No, that's what I do for my average. I mean, you
yeah.
used my tabs before, right?
Oh, no data available.
It's really slow though. It's really slow.
I got a no data
what?
for next rad. Oh, here we go.
Huh.
Oh crap.
Okay,
no data.
That's not normal.
Huh.
Try to just pull next rad display.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. It'll take a second for it to load all the data. Yeah, there goes the forecasting locations.
Yeah. So we'll wait for it to go, but essentially what's going to happen is we're going to be able to see the all the alerts being issued as the radar screen shows the storm moving across. So we'll be able to see, you know, as thunderstorm watches and warnings are put in place or issued, you'll be able to see the storm coming across, and it's really cool to see.
Oh yeah, you can also in the NCEP Hydro, you can also pull up like forecasts.
I tried to run forecasts and it was having a very hard time loading, but it was also you're talking about the end. This one has no data.
Oh.
Also, Hurricane Track Summaries was running no data too, but there's some 4 hours CCFPs.
SPC convective outlooks. Yeah, you can do the SPC convective outlooks. Those basically always work. It may show the question marks, but it will actually load in.
Yeah, there's data. Oh, I don't know if NextRad is gonna want to load. Oh crap. Oh, I just selected a
Click on
radar.
something.
Hey, there, oh wait, that would have been a good demonstration. Here, I'll do it again. This is that side-by-side thing I was talking about. This is the two bands.
You've got that's normal radar, like reflectivity and velocity.
Yeah.
So you can see on the velocity there's green and there's red, and whenever red and green meets, not at the middle circle, but like if there's green in the middle of the red section, that is where storm velocities are going opposite directions. That's normally where you'll find like a tornado warning.
Yeah.
Or if it's like super high velocity.
That's a good way to explain it, yeah. We could actually probably close the editor for that, and then if we load one in up and where like these floods are, so we'll do...
Here, look at SGF.
Here, hold on. This one has quite a bit.
Mostly for yesterday. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, you can see...
yeah, you can see right there. Right there.
Yeah.
We got that.
That's a pretty severe storm.
Yeah, it
Surprised
is.
there's not a SPR on that.
There is. I pulled it from right here. It's right there. There's a flood warning.
There's a flood warning, but not an SPR. That looks like...
That's pulled from right there. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if an SPR comes up.
Yeah, they got a radar right here in the middle of the all that, so I could probably pull that, and yeah, there's similar. Not a lot of velocity though.
It's not horrible.
It's starting. You can see the velocity.
Yeah, if you look in SGF's radar, Springfield's, they've got some severe weather statements going out, so they might have some pretty, yeah.
Here, let me clear data real quick, and then we will load in. What was this? What was the?
SGF above.
What's the WFO for that?
SGF.
SGF. Okay.
Springfield.
Oh, I passed it.
Why Springfield's?
SGF. Right there. Okay. Springfield. And then KSGF.
Yeah.
Alright.
You unloaded next, Brad.
Oh yeah, I did. Okay. There we go. So there's some product, obviously. We'll load in the KSGF radar. And there we go. Oh yeah, perfect demonstration of that. With the velocities.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can see our digital hybrid reflectivity over here. And then we can see our velocity over here on this side.
You can show WarnGen. Oh wait, no, it won't generate for that.
No, it won't.
But,
I'm not accounting.
Yeah, but yeah. So normally, if you're using WarnGen, you'd be able to select a radar like this and see if, like, hey, look, there's some red in the green. That might be a severe storm.
Yeah, I could easily do that for KRTX, which is, you know, my local radar. Also, another thing, that if you are using this program, highly recommend using it. Makes things really nice. We'll close that side of the editor, and I will load in, I don't know if I can find a random thing here. We'll do green field right there. So what I can do here is, I really like to use this. I know it's a really small thing, probably nobody's gonna care, but I'm gonna add it and show it anyways. Put home cursor, and when we do this, we'll do KSGF, and we'll add that. Go, and then I will hit Tools, Home, and then I think it should load in. We can always do a different thing. We'll do laminar. Actually, that's gonna be city state. And then this is for what state?
Missouri.
So, MI?
MO.
MO, okay. And it should place the dot.
I don't Foreseeably.
Oh, wait. City. These are counties, aren't these?
No, those are cities. Wait, hold on. I don't know. You could do.
But not find that city. We'll try Lockwood.
It might be case sensitive.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
Wait, MO?
Whenever I did it, it was like.
Sure it's
yeah.
MO?
Yeah.
Wait. Well.
MI is Mississippi.
Yeah. But this is not Montana, is it?
No.
Oh. I got all my stuff screwed up.
Oh, wait,
anyway,
hold on.
it's not wanting to work, but oh wait, I might have to hit put home cursor again. Yeah, I don't know why, but essentially it will put an X along with home, showing where your home location is, and that's really good to put up against the radar display, just to show what's coming for you, for your local area, which I really like to see. Also, while we're here, let's clear this. And I'm actually, will surface winds actually work this time?
It might. I don't know. I've gotten into it before. It was a pain though.
Surface winds tend to be really screwy. At least for me. Okay, we'll run a different surface approach. We'll do a surface temperature. Okay, there we go. So you can see we got like 84 up here. So that's just
I can tell you it's 70 here.
Yeah, you're somewhere here. That's all I'm giving. I gave my my WFO, but that's all I'm doing. But it's.
Hey, my WFO is Tulsa. That's all you're gonna get.
So yeah. So surface temps.
Yeah,
we can easily load in like no US here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the yeah, there we go. Media creator, and then I need to close off the Nexrad. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, and then what we should be able to do from that point is actually load in the surface temperatures for everything for the entire United States. Hopefully. Oh, it's gone.
Oh, there it goes.
I might have limited data. I don't think it's not loading actually anymore. So yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So yeah, so when you're connected to the public data EDEX service, I will mention it's a little bit screwy with the data. It for some data, for radar and for satellite works really well. For other things though, for like some surface plots, I've had some issues with.
Yeah. Lightning. Don't try and
lightning doesn't work at all.
Well, I've gotten lightning to work, but it like breaks the program.
Yeah.
It's super slow.
Alright, so we're gonna clear that then, and we'll just run a few more models here because it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Can we run the AWC 4-hour? Let's do an AWC 6-hour. Alright, so
yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, so those are our consecutive outlooks, right? Convective outlooks.
Also, SPC convective outlooks does like the stuff you can find on IEM bot.
Yeah. So essentially, these are
like
outlooks for low pressure regions, if I'm correct.
I'm not sure. For CCPF, I'm not sure.
Oh,
CCTP, whatever it is.
but these are essentially for the next 6 hours. These are the what would you call it? They are the predictions, the forecasts, if you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
You can show them the ability to share like pages, share layouts.
Oh yeah, we can share layouts. You can do
You can do load display. I found out.
Load display. Yeah. So yeah, we can load display from other users who are connected to the public EDEX server, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. You can pull mine too. So, also I'm gonna point out, while we're still here and doing everything, there's a few other things I wanted to show. This is the Unidata site for AWIPS. You can download it down here if you're interested, for the cave installations.
That's the easy way to install it.
It's the easy way to install it. Also, I wanted to point out that there's an NWR No Weather Radio page here that I wanted to just mention. They have a coverage map here, and what you can do is you can select, you know, an area. So we'll do like Texas, since it's pretty large, and you'll be able to see all these different stations, and we can essentially click on that one of these stations.
Split Texas into north and south.
Yeah, and it will show all these right here. Wow, that one has a lot of. Wow.
That doesn't seem right.
It doesn't, but it's right.
Why does it like it serves Alaska? What the
Oh wait, okay, that's not right. We'll pick one up here. So essentially what this is it's it shows the coverage for the transmitter that you're in, and it will also show all the same codes. So if you're in one of these counties, then this transmitter will alert for these counties. So
the checkbox alerting area allows you to like visualize where the counties are.
Yeah, so it alerts for those counties. So that's, you know, that's pretty nice to see. So if you're really interested in this stuff, definitely go onto this site right here. You know, click on your state. You know, I'm here, and you know, station. People already know this because my YouTube channel has alerts for this. KIG98 is my local transmitter. And we can actually see for right here. We'll go to alerting area, and we can see all these counties that we're in. So you know, you have, that's where Portland is right here, is in Multnomah County. So this is kind of how it all looks. And you know, 162.550. That's, you know, that's the frequency. You can figure out all this stuff and all the counties it alerts for. So definitely look this up for the county that you're in. And then I also wanted to point out SKYWARN. SKYWARN is a weather spotting program, actually, so SKYWARN weather spotter program is essentially, you know, the National Weather Service and NOAA wants information if there's a storm going on, and so they have trained spotters across the United States. It's a volunteer program. Currently, they're not doing trainings because of the human malware virus outbreak. But once that passes, they will have trainings. But I highly recommend emailing your local meteorologist office about it if you're interested in joining. It's a 2-hour training, and I'm looking at joining into it too. But I've been part of their net for amateur radio for quite a while, actually. And yeah, so
and AWIPS is a good program.
AWIPS is a great program. Yeah.
Use one being in SKYWARN. See everything.
Yeah, this is also right here. These are all the desktops that are on the public available AWIPS server. And I believe that you are.
You can see what I have one that's Anastasia.
Okay, so it was the one that I saw. So this is yours right here, and so we can load in the view. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm not gonna do that because it will show your locations and all that. But essentially, you can load in other people's views if you're interested. And it's overall, it's a pretty cool software to mess with. And yeah, I'm gonna just also look here. Make sure make sure there's no more links I need to mention. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff they have available on a whole bunch of available documentation on this software, so you can figure stuff out.
I tried to use Cloud AWIPS. It didn't really work for me though.
Yeah, it's kind of slow. But yeah,
especially so on mobile hotspot.
I'm also going to mention a few other things. I'm currently working on an Ethernet install for the house. This is the point in the live stream where I go off and talk about a few other things I'm working on. I just got finished today with my dad working on a Ethernet install from our garage into here, so hopefully that will improve some internet speeds for the live streams and everything. And also I'll be getting a switch that will go in the rack, talking more about Ubiquity, so hopefully I'm gonna get a Ubiquity switch that will go in there. I also wanted to mention that we have a Discord. The link is in the description to join. You're actually talking to Acorn via the Discord, so feel free to join that.
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out. There's people on there who will talk about this stuff for literally hours, so it's pretty fun. And yeah, so overall pretty fun. So I think that's it for everything. Is there anything you want to shout out or say?
Join Discord.
Join Discord. Okay. So appreciate everybody tuning in and watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye.